is 2 Cents, the podcast, with your host, Clinton Washington, and your co-host, D'Angelo Gillespie. Let's go!
Welcome to 2 Cent, the podcast. I am Uncle Clint. Most of my friends know me by my government name, Clinton Washington, but I welcome you guys who are listening in. Hey, D'Angelo, what's going on, man?
Another day in hot-ass Portland.
Hey, you know what? I'm not going to complain about the weather, man, because, you know, when we get back to the rainy season, I get a little bit miserable.
Man, it's been like over 100 for the last 3 days. This shit is brutal.
I don't know what's worse.
It's been like 97.
You know what? I don't know what's worse. When your doctor prescribes you opiates or vitamin D.
Oh, shit.
I got so much vitamin D, it's ridiculous. Because we don't get enough sun out here.
Shit, we getting it now.
We getting it now, and I appreciate that. Hey, once again, you guys heard his voice. That's my co-host, D'Angelo Gillespie. Mm-hmm. And we are here for another episode of 2 Cent, the podcast. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to shamelessly admit that this is a redo.
Yeah, we fucked it all the way up.
You know what? We were here with a great and fun couple, continuing with our series of women in business. And the last one was like 30 minutes long, and we didn't capture all the information we needed to capture because our recording equipment.
Hey, technical difficulties, man.
Yeah, we had
Teddy
Riley difficulties.
Teddy Riley. You don't got to tell them all everything.
You know, but we had problems. But so we gonna start this off with our sponsor. So we didn't have any sponsors this week. I'm kind of disappointed.
We got to use the sponsor from last week.
So we're gonna have to go back to the sponsor from last week. So the sponsor from last week is we are a mother and daughter owned online gourmet cupcakery. Being in the farm to fork capital, they pride themselves on using the freshest ingredients possible and are intentionally in their purchase and support of local farmers and growers from everything from their fruits and butter and their eggs. In addition to their regular options, they also serve vegan and gluten-free. All right, you can find them at www.sugarcoatedcupcakes.com. Man, let me tell you something. So, I didn't tell you this, and I'm going to apologize now because you really missed out. They sent me some of their frozen icing through the mail.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. That shit sounds terrible. I don't want any frozen
icing. Let me tell you something.
Would you put that on? Why didn't say you the cupcake?
Listen, man. Hey. I didn't put it on anything. I was hidden in my closet.
You just ate the icing.
Eating icing. And it was like the best shit I had in such a long time.
Eating icing.
I didn't tell my kids about it. You know, my wife turned around and was like, why is this plastic wrapper of stuff in the closet? I was just hiding out eating icing, man. It was so good, man.
You need a damn intervention, man.
You know, they sent me a cupcake.
How was the cupcake?
Oh, my God. It was so good. You know what? This is, you know, one of our best sponsors, and they're out-of-town sponsors. They're out of Sacramento, California. We really appreciate them for being subscribers to our podcast.
What's the name of the company again? I just want to make sure we get it
Sugar Coated Cupcakes. They are a mother and daughter's operation.
Okay.
Man, I'm telling you, the cupcakes are so good, man. You know what? I don't even feel guilty about not sharing. I really don't. But you know what? We're continuing our series of women in business.
Good transition.
You know, and today we are continuing with who we recorded last week, and our folks. What's going on, folks?
Yo, what's up? What's up?
What's up?
All right, we gonna start this off. DeVita, we want you to introduce yourself and the company, please.
I am DeVita Davis. I am the owner of Richest Ornament Beauty Company. We are a beauty supply and braiding boutique out of Hillsboro, Oregon.
Yeah.
And this is a woman's own company. I know you hear a man's voice in the background other than mine and my co-host. What's going on, my man? Tell us who you are.
Yo, my name's Quan. I'm the husband of DeVita Davis. I am her number one cheerleader over here. She's the best thing that ever happened, and I'll make sure that I give her 1,000% props on everything that she says or do.
Man, all right.
Hey, my man said he's 1,000% cheerleader. You know what I'm saying? So this is a woman-owned business. It is financed by this woman and her sacrifices. DeVita, we talked about this on the previous podcast that I'm going to blame it on my co-host.
Man, you got to stop
It's
saying that
always
because
his
now
fault.
I'm going to tell you,
It's always his fault.
people
Can't
will
blame it
never
on
hear
the
that
Jews.
podcast. We
Hey,
gotta just
listen,
start from
any
where we
short
at.
people out there, if you ever have a problem, blame it on tall people.
Boom.
That's our new thing. We're going to blame it on anybody that's an inch or taller than us. We're going to blame it on them. DeVita, but seriously, tell us about your business.
So I have actually been braiding hair in Salon since I was about 15 years old. And I've always wanted to have a spot of my own. So COVID happened. I was already fed up in the profession I was in and ready to bounce. So I decided to step out on faith, withdraw my retirement, and do the best that I could with what I had. And things just kind of fell into place. And here we are.
Okay, so Quan, wait a minute, hold on.
I'm a cheerleader for
You say you're a cheerleader, but listen, I just heard she say she withdrew her whole entire retirement, which is your retirement also.
our.
Right, and she decided that she's going to open this business.
Yeah.
When she told you, what was your response?
My response was straight up, let's do something different. You know, we spend our entire lives trying to wait until retirement to get something right. Why don't we use our retirement to be able to actually truly retire? And being with a woman who actually have goals and dreams that want to be able to do something, I stand behind it 100%. You know, a lot of people don't stand behind a lot of people. So it's really important for us as men to stand behind our women to make sure that they still pursue their dreams, because women have dreams too, and I support my woman 1,000%.
Boy, Quan saying that, boy, how, boy.
Hey.
You don't say it all right.
Hey,
Right.
if you can't
You don't
support
say
your
it all
woman,
right.
Hey, listen,
listen.
Quan
Well,
made me
that's
want to run down the
I
street
know.
and get him some pom-poms
Scott,
for real.
wow.
You know what I'm saying?
you know,
He really cheerleading over here. So, you know what? I'm
I ain't mad at you, man.
going to keep this on Quan for a minute. Okay.
Oh.
The retirement has been cashed out. She's ready to spend money on opening this business. Here you are. And, you know, you're the man of your household. You know, I kind of know you a little bit. You know, you lay down the law that, you know,
Not
baby,
really, but yeah.
we need to go in this direction. We got kids to take care of.
4 of them.
You know, 4 of them. Okay, so now you're at that point.
Yeah.
She's withdrew the money,
Yeah.
and you're just cheering in the background, or what else are you doing?
I'm cheering. I'm working. I work for the Postal Service. I'm working for Uber Eats. I'm doing everything I can to help keep the money stable while my wife support her dream. It's important, man. It really is.
I see how you got her, player. I see what you're doing over
you know
there,
what?
Quan.
And
see
you know
I
what?
want
What's
to catch her when she falls, if she falls, but hopefully we soar.
But you know, it's such a trip because we found you guys on Black Portland,
Yeah.
and she was posting about her business. So I reached out to her and I said, "Hey, you know what? We're doing a series of women in business. I would like for you to come on to our podcast, and you know, here we are." But you know, it has become very important to make sure that our ladies, sisters,
supported.
our queens are supported. Now, I commend you for that.
Absolutely.
I you know what? And I shouldn't commend you for doing what you're supposed to do, but you know, I am
That is
anyway.
true.
You know, DeVita. So you got to support, and every time I bring up Quan, and for you guys who are out there listening, Quan is not her brother; that's her husband.
Yes.
You know, he's the real deal around here.
That's where we
But
get the
when I
Davis
bring up
from.
Quan, I see this big, bright smile that comes up, you know, onto your face. You know, tell me what has been the biggest thing that Quan has done that made you go, okay, I can really do this.
Well, aside from telling me every day, we're going to be fine, you can do it. This man tracks down anyone and everyone that he can to talk about business with, to hand a business card. I was driving. We left the salon at the same time one day. And I'm driving. Or no, he left a little bit before me. I'm driving. I see this car full of black people going the other direction. Next thing I know, here he go, chasing him down fast as he can. And it's just that spirit of doing anything it takes to make sure this takes off. And he cheerleads harder than I do. No lie.
We need that.
I don't want
You
to jump in
do.
there.
On those days when I'm just like, I don't think I can do this. He is, nope, you got this. You can do it. Don't you even worry about it.
Life has a way of getting to you. Life is gonna everyone has those days where life drags you around a little bit. You need somebody to help
That
you
is
out.
so
You get
true.
what you put in life, man. You know,
Absolutely, sir.
and if you put in that 1,000% right there, man, it really does actually shows the progression of what you do in life. If you don't do anything, it actually shows you where you would end up. So, and truthfully, and like she was saying earlier, I was out there when she did that. I'm over here driving on the highway, well, what you would call a highway out here, passing out my business card while we driving like this was like some old Mission Impossible. I mean, it was real because they were driving and I was driving and I was giving them their business card while we was going over 45 miles an hour. But it was important for me to make sure that her business or people know that we got something out here on the west side of Portland that's going to definitely take off for our people out here, for something that you don't have to go to MLK anymore for.
I'm sorry, DeVita. How long you been doing this?
How long have I been open for the business?
Well, no, not even open. How long have you been interested in doing this and then actually doing it? You know, because first, I guess first you got to decide this is something you want to do, and then from that idea to actually getting up off your ass and doing it.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
like I said, this has kind of been a burning fire in me since I was 15. Excuse me. But you know, life happens, and you have to step into the shoes of I'm a single mom, and I have to do what I have to do. So, I was doing a healthcare career, and within the last year or so, it just got to be too much, and I was like, I'm tired of this. I can't do this anymore. I'm over it. And so when COVID hit, it was a chance to withdraw some money without a penalty and,
Yes,
you know,
ma'am.
shuffle some things around and hey,
Truly
I'm
help the
stepping out on
community.
faith. I
So
just-
let me ask you. So for those who don't have a 401k that they can, you know, draw from or anything, any type of retirement or whatever, I mean, explain the brick walls that you ran into.
truthfully, the biggest brick wall is funding.
Okay.
And even when you think you have enough, it's still not enough.
Right.
But funding is absolutely the biggest brick wall. And a lot of the time, we don't understand how important our credit is and how important, you know, really paying attention to how we're using our money and our name and whatnot, because it limits what we're able to do. But aside from the money piece in this industry, we're so kind of black businesses in the beauty industry who want to be beauty supply owners or beauty supply store owners are kind of blackballed and blacklisted by Koreans. And I hate to just put it so blatantly,
Don't
but
be so
most
specific.
beauty supply stores are Korean owned. And they make it to where it's hard for us to get in the business. They require thousands of dollars just to place your first order.
Let's just say foreign owned.
Oh, you know what? We gonna let her be honest. We go.
Yeah.
You know. We,
I don't
I
know
mean,
why I
you gotta
need to
be
this
not
is
be
this,
honest.
this
But
is
you
not
know what I
and
mean?
Well,
this is not Nick Cannon's
no,
anti-Semitic. This is just
no.
us being honest.
I
Hey, I wish y'all could have seen the finger she just gave her husband.
No,
right
no,
now,
you- you know,
but it was
it's-
the good finger.
But you know, I understand exactly what DeVita's saying, and I mean, probably gonna get Quan, we gonna get in trouble together. I actually agree with you, Quan,
Yeah.
because only because, you know, it's already hard enough for us to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? And DeVita, I think the reason why he said that is because the last thing we need is for people to make up reasons not to support us. Y'all already ain't gonna fuck with us anyway.
That
We
is the
you
best
know what I'm
part
saying?
about
We,
it.
we definitely don't need to motherfucking give you a reason, because honestly, you don't need a reason not to fuck with us. You gonna do that shit. You gonna do that shit anyway. So
But you know what? What we're gonna start. What we're gonna start doing is we're gonna start challenging us. And I'm not just talking about black people. I'm talking about men in general. We have daughters. Our daughters need products, and typically we take them over to whatever product store to get their things. So what we're going to start doing is, fellas, I'm going to challenge you. Start taking your daughters to these sisters who know about their hair.
Yes.
Who know about the care that their hair needs. Now, listen, I'm not trying to knock any Korean-owned beauty supply store. Not at all. But if we're going to stop and make sure we support our business ventures, then you know what? Somebody's got to lose.
Yeah.
And we got to make sure. I didn't mean to cut you off, D'Angelo, but we have to make sure we stop allowing us to be sacrificed for the sake of other companies. Because when you have a person like DeVita, and DeVita, we didn't mention this before. She's in Hillsboro, Oregon.
Oh yes.
I think we talked about this before.
1,000 and some change.
Yeah, it's like 1,000 and some change of black people over here.
Washington County has 14.1 thousand black residents.
Oh.
14.1.
Math.
So that
Washington County. That
Washington
includes
County, Hillsboro, Beaverton, Tiger, Tualatin, Cornelius, Forest Grove. Washington County is actually a little bit bigger than people realize, but within all of Washington County, there are 14.1 thousand residents who are black.
So she's trying to say it's enough.
It's enough.
Rebuilding Black Wall Street, again, for everyone. Again, our goal is to support not only ourselves, but other business of ethnicity. And our goal is to be able to put things that can help us be able to flourish. And not only as me and my wife, but people that are coming in this industry who are new, who are trying to build themselves as a minority in this system that is dedicated to be able to make it hard for you. So my goal is to be able to, again, distribute the same products and the same things that we can be able to give you to go all the way to MLK for.
Since we're talking, I have a question.
Ooh, Lord, he got a question.
Since we're talking.
Go ahead.
DeVita, we kind of hollered about this offline last week. So this is a black-owned business, and what's unique about her business is she wants to push black-owned products. Now, I'm not going to ask you to necessarily name the black products. I'm going to ask you to name the products that aren't black, that black people think are. Now that
Definitely.
No. Listen, that's important
It
because
is important.
I'm gonna tell you, because it's almost more important to tell me what I don't need to be looking for, as you know what I'm saying? Because
All right, here we go. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, those of you who have been out there supporting black-owned products, guess what? We're about to break your heart.
we are.
We're
We're about to break your heart. Come on,
is
DeVita.
true.
Let us
All
know.
right, so
She's
one
looking
of-
it up right now. Let's
That
go. Let's
Twilight
go.
Zone.
Well,
Which
one of
black product we
our-
thought was a black product, which is really not a black product?
Yes, so one of our most favorite black go-to products, or what we thought was black-owned, which would be Cantu.
Yeah.
A lot of people rely heavily on Cantu because it's a somewhat quality-based product, but it's also affordable for most of us. But unfortunately, they are not black-owned.
And we're not hating on these products. We're just telling you.
We're not. It's just
Yeah,
purely
I tell you what,
information.
we are not bashing these products. We're just giving you some more information to the information you already have.
Waking you up to
We
the
are.
information.
Now, here is a black-owned equivalent that most of us may not realize is black-owned. So Luster's Pink, which has been around for a very long time.
Pink lotion?
The pink oil moisturizer?
Yes, it is. It is a black-owned
I
brand.
put that in my S curl. Let's go.
Yeah.
That pink lotion.
And they have actually expanded a lot of their lines quite a bit to include a lot of different things. Crickets, really?
You know what? I had to throw the crickets on there because, you know what? This product has been around for so long, and a lot of us know about this product, and then we sit up here and act like, it's not ours. All right? So name the product again that's black on.
Luster's Pink.
Oil moisturizer, right?
All right.
It's
What
not
about
just
Wild
oil
Word?
moisturizer.
Oh, all
now.
of it?
It's all of Luster's products. They actually have a very expansive brand line of products.
I ain't had an S curl since junior high,
me
but
either, but you
Wait a
know.
minute. They don't do just S curls, do they?
I don't know. I used to use the blue
They
curl activator and
don't.
that pink oil moisturizer, baby. That's all you needed right
That's a
there.
go-to right there.
Give it up for the
yeah.
S curls.
Hell yeah.
So glow.
Let's see. So
What else we got?
So it also seems that Shea Moisture is not 100% black owned anymore.
No.
It
They
is
sold out?
not.
Did
Oh,
they
my
sell
God.
out? Did
Well,
they
hold
sell
on.
out?
So that means they're just not what they're not majority owners.
They are not majority owners.
Well, we're gonna let them breathe because
Yeah.
that means
Okay.
somebody black still getting money on
So
it though.
a brand that is comparable and actually very popular right now is TGIN, which is Thank God It's Natural.
Okay.
So that is absolutely a good option in its
Definitely.
place. So another one that I think most of us probably know is Carol's Daughter is not black owned.
Who is Carol's daughter?
It sounds like it's
Carol's
black owned.
Daughter started out black owned and is actually a very good quality line, but she sold to L'Oreal not too long ago.
Hold
Sounds
on.
like
Wait.
Aunt Jemima.
Let's
Now, I don't
pause
know-
right there for a minute. Hold on. Let's
Go
pause
ahead,
right there.
because at this point I don't know who all we can be mad at. 'cause
You know what?
shit.
It's
The
you know,
person
it-
that sold out or the person with the actual product?
exactly. It's
Telling y'all
like
right now when these
back in
sponsor
the
dollars come over.
you know what? Back in the
day.
day, you know, if you go back to hip hop music,
50 Cent?
50 Cent sold out. Russell Simmons sold out.
Yep.
All right. You know, there were so many of our record labels that sold out for $200 million.
wow.
BET
Yep.
is not black owned.
Yeah,
thought it was Asian, if I'm not mistaken.
but you got
Well,
to,
I
you
think
gotta
they're
find
owned by
sold out, though.
Qualcomm or
Something like
Viacom. I
Viacom.
don't know. I didn't do my
Viacom.
research, but anyway, I just know it's not black owned.
Mm-hmm.
And we get these products and we build them up to a certain point, and then we decide, you know what, I'm going to cash out and go about my business. But when we cash out, we don't bring anything back to the community.
Nope.
We just go on about our business. We don't build a political structure, an economic structure. We just cash out and we go about our business and we start being part of the 1% or the elite or whatever you want to call it. And
I mean, I don't want to.
we don't replace what we took away from the black community.
I don't want to hate on good business moves. I just wanted us to highlight. Hold on, man. You ain't finna.
Yeah, but who
wait,
said
but
it's
yeah, but y'all ain't finna.
making
Y'all ain't finna
money?
hijack
It's
my
making
question
money
and make
more
this into
important
a.
than
I
actually
don't.
supporting
I don't want to
people.
bash. All I'm saying is.
We're not bashing.
Y'all about to try to hijack my question
But,
and make
okay,
this
but-
into a bash.
Bashing?
I
But-
just wanted. I
Is
wanted to
money
make
more important than the people?
But you know
ain't finna
what?
Do this shit. All I asked them was
At the end
who-
of the
No.
day, it's
We
about
can't let you off the
black
hook. We can't let you off the hook. BET was Black Entertainment Television.
Yes.
Right.
That's the key
But now
word
it's
for it.
owned by Viacom. We keep building things
and giving it away
And
and give it away.
for some money.
You know, I listen to I'm a hip hop head. Well,
Yes.
no, you know what? Let me rephrase that. I love hip hop. I can't give you the historical value of hip hop like most people can, but I love hip hop. And one of the things that I've noticed about hip hop in our culture, the minute we build it up to something of value, we sell it.
Yep.
We sell
That
it.
is the
What
goal.
happened to BET News? We didn't support it. Or let's
What
go
happened
as
to
far
hip-hop?
back as, you know, somebody from my generation, Arsenio Hall.
Yep.
He had a nighttime show. Monique. These were black folks, and we didn't support it. Now we turn around and they're not there, and we have to get the substitute for. And you know what?
Sounds
Listen,
like wilding out.
I want my listeners to understand.
We got
I ain't-
Don. We got Don. Let me know.
I'm not targeting you. I'm not targeting you. But instead of having our cocoa brown, chocolate, black
Man, listen, man.
options.
Will you please not run off our last listeners? God damn. God damn.
Hey, we end up with our, you know what, our brothers and sisters that have a little bit more vanilla to them. And I don't have a problem with that because, you know, if anybody has ever seen my daughter, I got to find her real father. But has anybody ever seen my
She not gonna
daughter?
think that's funny.
You know what?
I'm not finna pay you like that.
She's a very beautiful young girl, but she looks like she's mixed. And it comes from our line of people, you know, being in our racial line or whatever. But it's almost like we end up mixing what was once our cocoa brown chocolate culture, and we sell it off.
We sell out to build generational wealth for that
But
particular
you're not.
family.
Right.
we
But
are
you know what? But
particular
the
family.
problem that I have with that is when we sell it off, we end up with nothing.
DeVita, how are you advertising your business currently?
Hey, no.
Y'all are playing.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
we're not gonna run away from this.
We are not
Okay. Hey,
So
my
the-
co-host say we need to run away from this subject.
This is a very valid
Stay on
conversation,
I-
though.
But you know what?
DeVita, and
I
guess
would
what?
love to have
we,
this conversation.
you know what's so crazy? And-
Wait, hold on,
you
D'Angelo.
know what
let me
else?
say this.
But this is
Let-
organic. This is good because now
is really good.
we'll
Let
have,
me-
we'll
let
have
me
another
say this.
podcast full of black business owners, and we can
But-
expound upon.
Wait.
this.
Let me say this.
But this is an interesting one.
For the sake of not being Nick Cannon, I am not going to apologize for my references before, because you know what? If you guys can educate me,
Please do.
please do. Educate me, because from the time of 1984, when I knew hip hop and its culture, it has been sold off to the highest bidder.
Yep.
I agree.
Black products that I used
Back
to
the
use
Beastie Boys.
have been sold off to the highest bidder.
Yep.
I don't know who owns Jet Magazine anymore. I don't know if there's black owners for Essence Magazine anymore. I don't know about the products that would normally be used in a black household if they're owned by us anymore. Now, mind you, it doesn't matter if you use other products that are not black owned. Nothing says that you have to use only black owned products. But I want you to pay attention to the things that are disappearing in your community and that are disappearing off the shelves of the stores that you would normally shop at.
Well, yeah.
at.
Well, that's why
That
I
is
asked the question.
definitely true.
I think it's definitely it's imperative that we shop black, especially now.
Right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the only reason why I was trying to drag the conversation back to business is because
It was about to
I
get
didn't.
hot.
Well, I don't want us to run. I don't want us to run in a different direction from
That's a whole-
from your business because if we go down that street, we're gonna be down that street forever.
We might not never
we
leave
ain't
that
never gonna
street.
get back.
So, you know what? My co-host, he's directing us back on task. So let's get
Yes.
back on task.
Oh, how are you? How are you currently advertising your business? How
right?
can we find out about you?
So right now, most of our advertisement is actually done word of mouth or through Facebook. I actually kind of pulled back on the heavy advertisement while we're still going through all this COVID situation, just to kind of take this time to gauge my market and really see what my customers and clients want. I want to make sure I'm stocking things that people want. I don't want to just be random. So right now it's mostly word of mouth. We have business cards, and we're also advertising on Facebook.
And you know, one of the things that this company does, they deliver.
We do deliver.
They deliver.
Yeah.
And she has her biggest cheerleader. He's out there in the street. He's
Yeah,
delivering
yeah.
products from Hillsborough to Portland.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm going to challenge you guys. Buy something.
Yeah.
You know, they got the
Yes.
black rubber bands. They got the Barrettes. They got, and you know what? I'm looking at the hair on the wall, and
Yeah, dude.
listen, I don't know anything about the hair on the
That's
walls,
the
but
Yaki.
I
That's the
I see the wigs and everything, and it
Same
looks
as
lovely.
MLK.
I don't even know what that.
We do have a nice selection of braiding hair. We have wigs. We also carry Miel products. We carry Shea Moisture. I also have some Luster's products. We also have barrettes and bows and beads and earrings and all kinds of other random little knickknacks that you would find in a beauty supply store.
Our goal is to be the same as MLK,
No.
but on the Portland. on
Wait,
the
wait,
west
wait.
side.
Hold on, hold on.
Whoa,
It sounds like we got a
No.
husband and wife disagreement going on
No.
My
here.
situation is
No.
the way I look at it.
Don't
as
ask him.
is
Ooh.
we're trying to build the same thing that you have on
No.
the Portland area.
Okay,
over here.
Okay,
No.
Quan
Okay,
wants
hold
to
on.
build. DeVita.
She's building, I'm selling.
No.
Oh, all
Ooh.
right. So DeVita, you said
You know
no.
what? That's
I'm selling.
that's a good point. So DeVita,
So DeVita, what you talking about?
what you talking about?
So my goal is not to just be a beauty supply store or just a salon. My goal is to be a hub for small black businesses in this area in general.
Bam.
I really try to network and highlight other black businesses because I think it's important. But yes, we do sell beauty supply products. We do offer braiding services. I am looking for a barber as well as a stylist who can do cuts and colors. But I don't want to be labeled as just a beauty supply store or a salon.
I got a suggestion.
What's that?
So we'll talk. We'll talk offline, but we have something coming up, and people will be there.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Well,
You-
I don't
you've
want.
opened it.
Well, I don't.
No,
well,
you've
well,
opened that
okay,
box.
well,
You gotta-
well, okay. I'll let you. I'll let you. I'll let you.
No,
I'll
go
let you
ahead.
add to it. I'll let you add to it. What I was gonna say to her is, you want feedback from the people. You want to know what they want to see in the stores.
Good.
So
Yeah.
let's get together. Let's have a suggestion box.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Let's find out what people are using every day, and just say, "Hey, what are you using on your hair?"
Yes.
And they'll put it in the suggestion box. At the end of the night, you'll see what's in the box. You can see what the traffic is like, and now we have polled the people.
Ladies and
So-
gentlemen,
and-
we
and-
have Facebook for you to be able to
Yeah.
even do that also.
Well, so
Well,
and you
yeah.
know what? You know what, Quan? I like that.
Yeah.
So
Also, yeah.
here's the challenge. If there is a product that you're using and you prefer to use a black created or black owned product,
It's comparable. Yeah.
and you want to know
us
if
know.
your product is black owned, submit it to their Facebook page. And DeVita, what's your Facebook page?
Richest Ornament Beauty Co.
Say it again.
Richest Ornament Beauty Co.
Go to their Facebook page. Submit the product that you are using.
Yes.
And they will find you the equivalent that is black owned, so you can
Yes, we will.
support black owned.
Absolutely.
All right, that's the challenge right there.
I like that challenge.
and the true challenge is to find what it is that you're looking for.
Yeah. I didn't
That's
have the dates,
goal.
Clint. That's the only reason why I didn't put that out. I couldn't remember
So
the exact date.
what kind of event is this? Tell me about
Okay, so August 15th,
it. Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
there it
I
is.
know about that one.
sponsored by the founder of Black Portland and Black Portland, the Facebook page, is putting together
And your good friends at 2%.
Oh, yeah, and your good friends at
Gotta
2
put it
Cent the
there.
podcast. We're putting together a meet and greet. Now,
Yeah.
this meet and greet is centered around the good black folks of Portland are with open arms are welcoming us transplants to
Yeah.
Portland
Yes.
to let us know that we have a foundation of support.
Exactly.
We have networking. There are networking opportunities that may lead to employment, business opportunities, you being able to partner with other businesses.
Bring your business cards.
Our guy, Adrian Wright, created this opportunity. And you know what? This is the thing, and I probably shouldn't say this, but Portland's local legend, Cool Nuts, is going to be performing that day.
Right.
Hey, you know what?
Help
Man.
us help you.
Hey, you know what? Cool Nuts, I appreciate you. I mean, this guy is like,
He's been in the game for a minute.
Yeah, bro.
exactly.
When
And
I
he
first
agreed to come out and support our little thing. We got DJ that EJ that DJ. I always
gonna
forget my
kill
man's
you.
name.
EJ gonna
He gonna
kill
kill
you.
me, man.
EJ
But
that
EJ
DJ.
that DJ will be DJing that night.
Where's it
And
gonna be at?
so it's going to be
got the
at
address?
the food pod. That's where Clinton's Kitchen is located.
Yeah. Tell them where it is.
And it's going to be at 4810 Southwest Western Avenue in Beaverton.
So they're coming out on
Beaverton,
this
y'all.
side.
They coming on this side.
West side of Portland,
All right.
everybody.
We are going to definitely
We got
go out
some
and do
soul
diligence.
food over here.
Yeah.
I just ate some of that yesterday, man. That food was magically delicious. I'm telling you. Y'all have no idea what it is when it comes to good food. We haven't had that in a long round in this area. So
And you know
definitely.
what? And what I'm going to challenge people is it's going to be early, and you guys check out Black Portland, the Facebook page, to find out more information. But what I'm going to challenge you to do is while you're over here, if you're from Portland, while you're over here, I want you to come by DeVita's. We're also going to list some other black-owned businesses and women-owned businesses on this side of the tunnel.
Girl
and
power.
you know what? Before you go back home, I want you to stop by. I'm not challenging you to buy anything, but I'm just asking you to stop by.
Do you know if he's gonna have vendor tables?
You know what? You know what, Adrian?
I feel like you're talking to the right people.
Adrian, I tell you what, Adrian, listen to me.
I'm gonna hit
Adrian
up.
is going to have vendor tables. And one of the vendor tables is going to be, what's the name of your company again?
Richest Ornament Beauty Cup. So you don't even have to come
In
out
that
here
case,
and see
let's-
us. We'll come.
yeah, let's
we
get
will
the-
You know
be out
what?
Let's get a
there.
joint.
Hey,
entrepreneur idea, too.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Let's
You
do
know,
it.
I love it. But you know what? Before we get too far off task, you know,
Exactly.
let's stick with. You know what? Hey, my co-host is always telling me, "Hey, stay on task." I'm everywhere,
I
folks.
just,
Him?
Yeah.
I know. Well, you know what it is, man. Like, I just want to make sure we are definitely highlighting women in business because
Definitely.
it is like I'm trying to be like Quan over here. I definitely want to make sure that we are doing this because it's not every day that we get to highlight women in business. You know, especially women of color, and so
Definitely.
it's important. It's necessary. So you know.
We can go in our history.
I don't want people to listen to this and say they didn't get everything DeVita wanted to share today. So we want to make sure we do that. And with that, I got another question.
Okay.
What is your biggest hurdle at this point?
Ooh, I was about to ask that question.
You know what? Honestly, my biggest hurdle is myself.
Ooh, okay, explain that.
That's a good answer right there.
Truthfully, learning to live outside of the thoughts in my head but still believe in my ability has been the biggest hurdle to date. You know, releasing all the negative self-talk and just moving forward and having as much faith in yourself as other people have in you, that's a hurdle.
Yeah.
And that's
How do you
something
overcome that?
You don't. You keep going.
See,
You just got to keep going. And the little jewels that people drop, and I get jewels from the most random places, but the little jewels that people drop, I just try and hold them close. I learned a long time ago, don't tell everybody what you're doing. They
Ooh.
don't need to know.
He tell me that. Clinton tells me that every week.
It's true. It is true because one foul word can mess up everything that you worked hard for. You don't need to tell everybody what's going on. Just keep working and keep going and keep doing what you got to do, so that you're able to keep going. But the truth is, positive self-talk, positive people, and like-minded individuals will keep you going.
This is one of the things DeVita and I kind of touched on it before we started the podcast today. You guys hear my Ciroc being poured into my glass. You know what I'm saying?
Ciroc.
You know, this is my Ciroc. You know, and my Ciroc is really innocent Diet Coke with my Ciroc. Shut up! I drink Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
All right? Listen,
Diet Coke.
but anyways, DeVita and I was talking the other day, earlier today, and one of the things we talked about is, you know what, folks? If you're thinking about starting your own business, don't take advice from everyone.
Nope.
Don't take advice from everyone.
Nope.
And this is the reason why. You decided to start your business based on the idea that you have in your head.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Correct.
If you come to anyone and you decide, I
Haters.
want Uncle Clint's opinion, I want DeVita's opinion, what's going to happen is you're going to be deterred from your mission.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I do have people that I go to, shout out to my homeboy Roland, when I need to create ideas to expand my business, I go to those who have proven to be successful in business. I don't want the input of people who have not tried this business. I'll even take the opinion from people who have failed at business.
At least they tried.
They have
it.
something to learn.
At least they tried.
Yeah, because they've learned something and they can share that with me.
Definitely.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening and you're thinking about starting your business and you're trying to figure out How do I create the finances? You know what? You're sitting on the finances.
They're right there.
They're right there. And, you know, I wasted so many years, thinking I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Now, listen, I don't run $1 million corporation. I don't run a business that make hundreds of thousands of dollars. But if I ever decided to honestly leave corporate America, I would be all right. I would be all right.
Definitely.
And DeVita, I commend you for having the courage to say, you know what? Corporate America, I've had enough.
I sure did.
And I'm going to take the money that I've made from corporate America, because you know what? Most companies, you put into your 401k, they match it. So why not take their money and start something that's going to benefit you and your fantasy?
Truth.
And not fantasy. That sounds like it's unreal. But you and your family, when
dreams.
And this is the thing too, Quan. I also commend you. I commend you for doing exactly for what a king is supposed to do: support his queen. My man came in from work today ready to work for his woman. Listen to me when I say this. He left work to come to work.
Yeah.
That's true and honest support. Don't just talk about it, be about it.
Yeah. You need that though, man.
And don't
You
just
need
throw
that.
money at it. People are quick to just throw money at a situation, but it's one thing when you get in there and get your hands dirty and you put in the work, you know?
Yes, man.
But it's funny you were talking about not taking advice from everyone, because when I started this journey, I used to always tell him, I don't care what your opinion is. This is my vision. I need my vision to come to fruition.
You need that.
And he would, you know, there were things that he was telling me along the way that later I learned that, I guess I should have listened. But I needed to come to it on my own.
Listen, man.
You know.
Doubt has killed more dreams than failure ever will.
Right. And
Doubt, just simple doubt. Just, you know,
That's a weed.
It is.
That's a weed
I'm
in
telling
your
you,
life.
doubt has killed more dreams than failure ever will, because you learn so much in failure. You learn so much because you actually was out there in the road, and you can assess shit, and you can say, well, you know what, I went about that wrong, man. I did that differently. I can double back, and I can perhaps, you know, maybe we shouldn't have went that big. Maybe we should have probably went farther than that. You know, there's a lot of things to failing that you win. Shit, man. With this podcast, we fail sometimes. Shit, we failed last week. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but no, seriously, but seriously, but like, and you know, this is my first time doing it too. So you know, but do you know who I have to? You know, I bounce my ideas off Clinton. Clinton makes sure that I don't bounce my ideas off anyone else. Not that he knows it all, not that I know it all, but when we fail,
there's a unit.
The people who we're going to, do you know who will be responsible for our failure? It'll either be me or it'll be him. It will not be a third party saying, y'all should have fucking went about it this way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can talk to him and I can say, dog, you misread that right there. He can look at me and say, dog, we probably shouldn't have went that way. See, if we got a third party, they don't have anything to goddamn lose. They have nothing invested. And that's the problem. People put people in their dreams who have nothing vested in it. Your failure or your success, they have nothing vested in it. And so they can speak carelessly because they don't lose anything from it. You get what I'm saying?
Probably
Key
more
factor.
invested in
Key
you
factor.
failing.
I'm telling you, man. I tell people all the time, life's a bitch.
It is.
Treat her better.
You know what?
Maybe she'll change the way she feel about herself and you.
You know what?
saying?
I learned this from a partner of mine. His name is Tim McAfee. He owns a company called Failure LLC. All right, it's Failurous. Tim, I apologize if I'm not pronouncing it right,
Failurous.
but after a couple cups of Ciroc,
Hey, so-
forgive me. But anyway, Tim told me something. He said, failure is not final.
It's not.
No, it is
It's not final. this guy speaks publicly about failing and being successful at failing, so you can be successful at your business goal or your whatever it is. And I love this guy for it. Tim is one of the most outgoing people that I have met in my life. He's a personal trainer. He's a banker. He's a mortgage banker. I mean, this guy is doing everything. And then he's also a person who's giving failure advice to some of the most successful people out there. He's very good friends with Bill Bellamy. I've seen him in photos with LeBron James, and it's just so many people. And he's a Utah Jazz fan, and I won't hold that against him.
It's all about experience.
But you know what?
Well, that's one.
Yeah, that's his failure. That was a failure. But I'm sorry, Utah. But anyway, you know what? Failure is not final. And I got along with some Clinton's Kitchen and 2 Cent the Podcast t-shirts, and I have some of Tim's failure t-shirts. So, and I constantly, right next to my mirror in my bathroom, I have Tim's t-shirt. I have one that I wear and one that I just hang up next to my mirror, where it says, "Failure isn't final."
Damn.
So you know what?
That's deep.
2 Cent the Podcast came about because we were willing to fail in order to be successful.
You
Think
have
about that.
to be.
Think about that,
You know,
everybody.
one
Think
thing
about
that I'm constantly telling myself, and I even say it out loud, is sometimes you have to lose to win.
Yes.
And right now, at this point in life, it's just like, you know what? Some of our greatest failures or setbacks are launching pads for us to go further than we ever imagined.
Yep.
So who am I not to go down this journey and at least try?
So the question I have to ask both of you, you started this business. You've taken away from the family's retirement. With starting this business, COVID-19, and everything else that's going on in the world, how do you guys stay a happy couple? Because I watch you guys, you're playful, you're having fun, and
I don't know what to say about that one.
You're not here when I'm cussing him out, calling him every kind of motherfucker there is. either.
okay.
That's
okay.
essential.
But-
You need that, though. You
Yes,
need that.
it makes you stronger.
And, to be quite honest, it's balance. And I'm the more serious one in our relationship. He's the joke around play. He makes me laugh.
Right.
If not for his laughter and his jokes, I would probably not make it.
Right.
It's balance. Whereas in moments where he thinks everything is a joke, I'm like, yo, get your shit together. We got shit to do.
Right.
So it's just a matter of staying balanced, but also realizing that at the end of the day, we are working towards the same goal. We have children who are looking at us and, viewing how we live our life, and they're basing how they're going to live on us. So it's really just remembering that, hey, we're a team and we got to do what we got to do no matter what. So,
you know what, fellas, I wish you guys can sit here with us, and we don't do a lot of visual on our podcast because we want you guys to let your imagination flow when you hear our voices and our descriptions or whatever. But I really wish you can sit here and look at Quan as he's looking at his queen. You know what? Man, you gonna make me go home and look at my wife like that, man. And you know what?
Hey, you're gonna make me go
Proud
home
to
and
be the one.
find me a good movie to watch. No.
Proud to be with the one.
I got
You
one.
truly got to be proud to be with the one you're with. You got to be proud of being
Facts.
with the one you're with. If you're
Man.
not proud of being with the one you're with, then you're with the wrong one.
I got a question. I got one more question. So, in keeping with the theme of continuing to try to give people the roses while they're around to smell them, I don't want, just because this is a fairly new business, there's no reason that we should discount the journey. A lot of people want to open up businesses. You've actually done it. Now, I want to make sure we celebrate you right now just for getting this far. And in doing that, I want to ask you, what has made you successful thus far? Like, I mean, I get that you ain't Elon Musk out here, but you have you. This is the space. This is not. We ain't at your house.
Right.
This is yours.
Right.
We are in a space. These are your products. This is yours.
yes.
Not under somebody else's.
Exactly. So, the success that you have experienced thus far, what do you attribute it to?
Being an honest business person. I think one thing that I'm constantly told is you have good customer service, you're honest, you're uplifting. Any positive word that I can give any person that walks through that door or calls that phone, I'm giving it to them. Because it's not, for me, business isn't about trying to get rich, trying to make all this money. As long as I'm stable and we're good, I'm okay. But at the end of the day, there are people who need more than the products on your shelf. Sometimes they need a positive word. And if I can be the one to give you that positive word, great, because I've been on the other end of that. So it's not, it can't just be about the money. If everything you do is about the money, what are you really about? You know, I want to see everybody do well because we should.
So what you saying that you want to let everybody do well? We talked, and because of my missteps today, we missed out on.
You sure did.
You know what? We missed out on.
We can put out the other one if you want to. But.
Well, you know what? we missed out on a realtor. What's her name?
Nicole Irish.
Nicole Irish, and she is. I won't name her company because I don't have permission, but. Nicole Irish, while I'm talking, can you pull up her phone number because we're gonna blast her right now?
Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you that you can reach out to Nicole Irish at NicoleIrishHomes.com. She is also on Facebook and Instagram. Are you wanting me to call her?
No. I just want you to.
We just want you to
just read off her information before I read it.
We want you to plug your friend.
Hey,
so
we appreciate it, Quan.
She is a real estate broker. She also has a HomeSnap account at homesnap.com/Nicole-Irish. You can email her at NicoleIrishHomes@gmail.com. And her phone number is 503-741-0886. She is a real estate agent that serves not only Portland and the metro area, but also Eugene, Oregon. She's very knowledgeable. She's well versed with being able to help low income, minorities, all walks of life, people in all walks of life become homeowners. She has great connections with real estate brokers in our area, and she's absolutely a great resource. Some of the other businesses that I do work with, I also work with LaToya Lovely. She is a wonderful artist in the Portland metro area. You may have seen some of her work. She also does murals across the city. Okay. And you can also find her on Instagram and Facebook.
What's her name?
At LaToya Lovely.
Okay, plug your friend.
All righty. And if you are in the Beaverton, Hillsborough area and looking for a fantastic baker, let me suggest Jelena's Bake Shop. She is top notch. Her snickerdoodles are amazing. Her cinnamon rolls are her signature dish, and they are to die for.
Okay.
She also does an assortment of breakfast breads for everyone.
DeVita, why you just didn't call them up here?
You know what?
Hold on. Before I get thrown up under the bus, let me throw myself up under the bus.
Hold on. Now, we're going to take the hit on the realtor, but she got goddamn bakers and painters.
You know what? That was my fault. That was my fault.
Hold on. She got more. Hold on, Glenn. Let
you also may want to hit up Shay's 4-in-1 salads. She... let me get this right. So she makes custom salad dressing and whatnot, and also does delivery. So you can hit her up, Shay's 4-in-1 Salads, on Facebook and Instagram.
You know what? Since you put us on the spot, I'm going to put you on the spot real quick.
Put me on the spot.
Can you get these 4 women in the same room to talk
I
to
am
us?
absolutely positive that I can.
I'll tell you what.
Within a reasonable amount of time.
I tell you what. We are at 2centthepodcast@gmail.com.
Okay.
Get your girls together.
Okay.
And holler at us. Please send us an email.
Let's make it work.
Girl power.
We would like to come back. It's
there
2
are
cent,
others.
the number 2 cent the podcast at gmail.com. I tell you what, get all your people. Get all your business owners.
Because I know a phenomenal graphic artist.
Listen.
Phenomenal.
I tell you what, we definitely want to be a part of all of this. This is what we here for, man. If we ain't here to try to uplift and empower each other, I don't know what the fuck we doing out here.
I'm trying to figure it out myself.
I tell you what, get your folks.
Okay.
We will get in a room
Let's do it.
and we will let everybody promote their shit and get it out to the masses, because that's what we want to do here
Let's
at
do
2 Cent,
it.
definitely.
And one of the
thing-
biggest things we wanted to make sure that we do is we wanted to promote women in business, but we also wanted to give you guys resources amongst each other.
Yes.
Sakori Green, she's out there. She has some jewelry.
The Jewel Paneer.
Oh man, I just ordered me a bracelet, and I do apologize for.
So what's her information? Because
Oh, hold on.
I don't have it.
So,
Hold on.
D'Angelo
You
would
said
get that.
nothing. I got you.
There's so many women out here that's doing business.
Yeah.
And this idea I came up with after seeing so many of our women supporting our black-owned businesses. And as they were supporting black-owned businesses, I saw that most of those businesses were all men. It was like we were overlooking the women who were supporting us. So I was like, you know what? Let's pause for a minute and let's make sure, like you say, Quan, you're your wife's biggest cheerleaders.
Yes.
Your wife and women like her have been out there cheerleading for small
Yes.
black-owned businesses like mine. And I wanted to make sure, you know what? Let me make sure we recognize you guys.
I like that.
Because you guys have been the strength for us, because right after the George Floyd murder and the riot started and the protest started, black women, and especially black women in business. Now, I'm not discounting women in business, because women in business was calling me up like, what can we do for you? And I was really shocked. And I said, you know what you can do for me? Give me your information so I can do something for you.
Yeah.
And that's what 2 Cent the podcast wanted to do over this series of women in business. And we really appreciate you for 2 weeks in a row allowing us into
Yeah.
your space to, come here and record. We appreciate Quan. I'm gonna tell you, a lot of us talk the talk. Quan walks the walk.
Yeah.
He's out here, and my man came in from work today ready to work for his wife to get her business off the ground. So fellas, I'm gonna tell you like this,
Call to action. Get your shit together.
It's one
Yeah.
of those things where you say not behind, but beside every good man is a good one.
Yeah, all right now. Goddamn, Quan. Now look, damn it. You already married now. You don't got to make us look bad no more. Hey,
It's not behind.
no,
it's
I got you,
beside,
Quan.
bro.
I got you. Goddamn it. Now, damn.
Hey, Quan.
Quan is just continuously making a little bit. No. It's not. You not in front
Quan,
of her.
seen you driving home with your head down.
Real,
You know
real.
what?
Quan, how you done reevaluate? You always like, damn, am I treating her good or shit?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? That's
Just
why you
having
can't
three
never
daughters.
invite somebody like Quan to your house.
Man.
You know why? Like, why you can't be like Quan?
Hell yeah. She'd be like, after talking to Quan, I am leaving your ass.
Hey man, it's because I got 3 daughters to show that what it takes to be a real man and what it takes to look up to a real man.
I hear you.
A lot of times we got all this music and all this other stuff. I like to tell people thank you COVID, because now football players, basketball players, actually these kids these days got to use their brain these days.
Right,
And they
right.
got to be successful with not just trying to look at sports or the rap game and stuff like that. And one of the things that we have to structure is our woman. If
Let me-
it's not for that foundation of our woman, we would not be able to build the foundation. So remember, all this other stuff that we're doing about ourselves, we got to remember that there's somebody behind us. Well, not behind us, but remember, beside us.
All right,
Hey,
go
listen,
ahead.
let me shout out to Corey real quick, man. Let me
Please
give
do,
y'all her
please do.
information. She is the Jewel Paneer on IG, but I'm gonna spell her name and give you her website. It is SecoriGreen.com. That is That is SecoriGreen. SecoriGreen.com. Please holla at my girl. Please support black women in business.
Yes.
She was supposed to be here today. We
Yes.
at 2 Cent are gonna get better with our calendar. But listen,
What did we get?
even when we not, man, we definitely want to continue to push this. And like I told you, DeVita, all your homegirls who businesses you pumped,
Absolutely.
please email us. Please call us. Let us know. We ready.
All right.
You let us know we ready, and then we will.
We're going to get a calendar first.
We are going to.
Gotta go old school. Get that little
goddamn it,
schedule,
look,
little
DeVita, we
book.
don't got no money for no goddamn personal
Was that
assistant.
a daytime
but
planner?
you know
Was that
what?
a
We can
daytime
work together
planner?
and come up
Weekly
with
planner?
something.
Hey, we need a personal assistant.
We
Y'all
do
out
need-
there and willing to work for
Hey,
free
hey,
for right
hey,
now
I
while
was
we
gonna say- I was
while we
gonna
build
say-
this thing
I'm
up.
gonna say internship.
There you go.
Internship.
Yeah, I'm scared of interns. You know what I'm saying?
Unpaid
But you know what?
Internship.
Listen, we have been blessed beyond imagination with the folks out in Portland who have embraced us. And we're transplant. We're not homegrown. Adrian Wright, who has knocked down doors, kicked in bus windows and said, listen to these guys. He has partnered with us. We're bringing something to the Beaverton area that the transplants are meeting up with the homegrown Portland folks just to get a hug and say, welcome
This
home.
is essential. Oh, listen,
Welcome
Spreading
listen,
the love,
guys.
spread the love.
What, August 15th, you said, Clint?
Yeah,
Let
it's
me-
August 15th.
Let me tell y'all something real quick, folks. I don't want us to. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this. Social distancing rules is in effect.
Yes.
Please bring your motherfucking mask.
Yes.
We,
feet.
I tell you what,
Order
we
online.
Hey, listen, we are going to fellowship. We gonna have some good food. We gonna drink a little bit. We gonna play some music. However, we are gonna be responsible, man.
DJ that eat.
EJ
that DJ.
EJ is gonna goddamn
Right?
kill you.
He gonna kill me in a minute.
But listen, man.
Y'all know not
We-
to give me no Ciroc.
Listen,
Oh,
we definitely want y'all to come out, man. And I don't want you guys to think that we don't know what's going on out here. We do understand what's going on out here. And that's why we are going to be as responsible as we can.
Absolutely.
Please wear your mask. If you do not come together, you will be 6 feet apart. If you come together in a group, then you guys can sit together. We are not fucking around. I do not want you guys to think for 1 second we are making light of this shit. We are just simply trying to have some form of normalcy. We are still trying to push black business. We have to find a way to do it both.
Yes.
To do both. I mean, more than one thing can exist, and we are going to do this. But like I said, I don't want y'all to think we are being irresponsible. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, don't come on my page and don't come on no nothing I goddamn post with this bullshit. I already told y'all social distancing rules is in effect.
Hey, and listen, you know what?
We can use that. To
I
our
sit
advantage.
back and I let my
Listen, man, they be playing with me, man. Like I'm not, like I ain't grown.
listen. I sit back and I let my co-host post. You know what I'm saying? And I'm watching everything. And I'm watching some of y'all with one eye open and one eye closed. And I'm going, you know what? You better be glad it's him. You know what? Because some people come with some really foul shit because they don't want to see us successful. So you know what?
Yeah.
They
I'm
can't do
going
nothing
to
about that.
challenge you guys. You know what? Here we have another business. And I want you guys to make sure it succeeds. It's
Damn
your
right.
responsibility
You're damn right.
to make sure it succeeds. Even if you have to find a way to order products and have it shipped to you or delivered, it is your responsibility. Not your option, your responsibility to make sure it succeeds. So whatever your gripes are with black-owned businesses, whatever your gripes are with women-owned businesses, whatever it is that you have pent up inside you that you don't want to support, move out of the way so other people can.
Right.
Because you know what? These businesses are essential to
For
our
us.
society,
Keyword.
our survival.
Yeah.
All right, they're essential to our survival.
Man, we
You
gonna
know,
be fine.
We gotta
man.
remember Black Wall
We
Street,
are.
man. We're the 2020 Black Wall Street. If we just remember and do our history on how successful we were when we started putting money together to build our community, it's the same thing. It's just that we have to just re-trigger our brains to remember, to understand what our dollars can do for each other, to help the community for each other. And that's the key word.
Absolutely.
You know, a lot of people don't realize that your dollar can help us be able to build a better system, more products and things that you want, things that you go to the store every single day to buy. We can have that for you here. Our goal is to not only be here, but be in Portland. But this is our starting point. Our goal is to start. And a lot of problems, like he was saying earlier, is a lot of people don't start. You know, you can't be scared
Got
to
to.
fail.
Listen, Quan, don't worry about it, man. We got God
Let me
and a praying
We
grandmama.
gonna be all right.
Hey, my grandmama's still praying for me, man. I'm good out here. I got God and a praying grandmother, man.
All right. So
Word.
listen, as we bring this thing to a close, DeVita, close this out for us. Give us the
Right.
what do you want? So as people are
do
sitting
you
here
want?
listening to you, we know you want to be successful.
Absolutely.
But as people are listening,
You gonna be successful.
listening,
Thank you.
what do you want them to know?
Name it.
It's on you.
I want you all to know that we're here for you. And the biggest goal of this business is to provide our community on the West Side and Portland in general with what we need to have the life that we want, to have the products that we want, the services that we want. It's not just about, money on my end. It is fully about the community and what can I give to this community to make sure that we are here, we are known, we are supported.
Let me get the address again.
We are at 149 Southeast 3rd Avenue, Suite 300 in downtown Hillsboro, Oregon, 97124. Our phone number is
There you go.
503-372-5795. Email DeVita Davis at richesornamentbeauty.com. You can also find us on Facebook at Richest Ornament Beauty Co. Our website and our IG are in the works and they are coming. Our website will be richestornamentbeautycompany.com and IG is Richest Ornament Beauty.
I love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see a black business owned by a black woman with black love and black support coming from the community
All kind of
here
black
in
shit going on
Hillsboro,
up in here.
it's so essential that you keep it,
really
real.
is.
She got black
and keep
cabinets.
it 100. So hey, listen, I'm challenging you guys. Make sure you come out and support these businesses because these businesses don't stay in business without your support. So you know what?
Don't.
Talk to your friends. Be willing to come through that tunnel and support.
Not just once.
You know what? Not just
only
once.
that, let me just say this.
Go ahead, go ahead.
People assume that there is no black community in Beaverton, Hillsboro, or on the West Side in general, but the fact is we are here.
Yeah.
And I'm challenging those of us that are on this side,
Yeah.
stop in, chat. Even if you choose not to buy anything, stop in, chat, grab a business
Come
card,
holler at
hand
'em.
it out.
When was
So
the
you know
last
what?
time?
So we create. I'm sorry, brother. So we always create something that we can post on and get people to listen into our podcast. So I'm going to ask a question, and this question I'm going to try to make it as controversial as possible.
Oh, it's the sound bite. Okay, I'm
I
with
love controversy.
This is
Drum
the
roll.
sound bite.
you. Okay.
This is the sound bite. Okay, brother. Your wife is out here being super successful. Do you feel like she's leaving you behind? Or do you feel like you're maintaining the pace and you're keeping up?
Well, I mean, that's a whole nother sermon.
I was
But,
just going to say, where'd that go?
honestly, I feel like, long as I support her, I'm still on the same page.
Yeah.
Anytime I say anything different,
What's that?
Hell,
Hey, I'm sorry, that was the wrong button. And that was the wrong button.
Man, get the
And that
fuck
was the
outta
wrong
here.
button.
First of all,
That was the button I was looking
first
for.
of all, I don't even know. Quan, that was a great
Y'all know not
answer.
to give me no Ciroc after 7
I
p.m.
don't know that.
I don't know either, goddamn.
All
That was Quan, that was a great answer, man. You right, damn it. We going in the same direction.
I think I know what your answer is, but this one over here distracted me.
I know. And you know what? I'm telling you, if I was to get a haircut here today, she would fuck my shit up because I just messed up. Quan, this was the button I was looking for, and you know what? My co-host said you should
Gotta get
label
it right.
those, and I didn't.
No, but I love it, man. It ain't no such thing as leaving nobody behind, especially when they in your corner, man. It's loyalty is it is
essential.
it is, and it is a forgotten art.
Yeah.
And honestly, man, serious business is very refreshing to see somebody push his woman as hard as you do, man. And like, don't get me wrong, as watching it, it's like, I really be like, man, all right, man, get a goddamn rest, man. Stop making me look bad out here. but you know,
It's genuine.
yeah, and I believe that.
It
And
is
I believe
so
that
genuine.
because I just believe it because I don't know if I'd be doing it. I'd be like, yeah, shit, we did it. I mean, we doing it. I mean, but Quan, every opportunity you get to put a light on this woman, you do it, man, and that shit is admirable, man, and I appreciate you. Congratulations to both of y'all.
Thank you.
Hey, we're running out of time, and I hope I don't push the wrong button again. But
God.
y'all know not to give me Ciroc after
No,
7
you keep
p.m. It's
saying
y'all
that.
fault.
You keep
Okay.
saying that. I don't know
All
how
right.
I know that.
Hey,
This
listen.
podcast is brought to you by Hennessy
Hey.
Black and Ciroc.
Hey, I mean, you know what? We go. You
it's
know
a movie,
what? If
goddamn.
we decide to do a podcast at your location and we're on location here,
Definitely.
Oh, you should let them know.
we bringing bottles.
We definitely bring
Bring the
bottles.
bottles.
We
We'll
definitely
have
bring
some
bottles.
fun.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and we
gonna
go
have some
relax
fun.
and have fun because this is
Yes.
family. We have added 2 additions to our family. We haven't met the kids yet, but we love them too.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Nah, you don't
so
want to see that.
there's a segment of our podcast that we call "What is your pet peeve about living in Oregon or Portland?"
let's give the email so they can really participate. The email is 2centthepodcast@gmail.com. It's the number 2, 2centthepodcast@gmail.com. We want you guys to submit your pet peeve of Portland. You want to explain it?
I can give you mine.
So your pet peeve of Portland, whatever your pet peeve is, and this is what happens. If we choose to use your pet peeve, we will cash app you, not any other whatever it is
We
that's
ain't
out
finna
there.
pay your goddamn car note. We'll
we-
send you a few dollars though.
We gonna send you a few dollars and we go cash app you for using your pet peeve. So you know what? Be honest. You know what, DeVita? What is your pet peeve? Now, wait, hold on. Let's back up. Where are you originally from?
Well, I was born in Missouri, but I was actually raised in Eugene, Oregon.
Okay. So that's good enough. Okay, Quan, where were you born from?
I was born in Jersey, but I spent
Dirty
about
Jers.
I done spent about almost half my life in Oregon, so
Okay.
What part of Jersey?
Newark.
Okay, listen. Anybody that's listening to this podcast, even though this is
Newark,
audio,
yeah, right.
I want you guys to check your pockets and make sure
Quan
your
might
wallet
go-
is in your pockets because
Me and Quan might go steal some cars when we leave.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah,
He'll steal
man.
your car, your wallet, anything else. Hey, brother, we really respect you for what you do.
Yeah, man.
So, DeVita, what's your pet peeve
God.
as it applies to Oregon?
Yeah.
You know,
Don't fuck the business though.
that's what I'm like. You don't really want me to tell you my real pet peeve?
No, let's keep it 100.
You know
Well,
what?
let
Truth
your
be
husband
told,
say it.
my biggest pet peeve is the idea that Beaverton is so far from Portland.
Oh shit, I'm with it. I'm
Nobody
with that.
can come out
Oh, we
here.
with that. We with that because we live out here. So shit.
It don't make no sense. It's like, okay, it's a drive. If I can come to you, you can
Exactly.
come to me.
Same
Give and
distance
take a
from
little
my house to
bit.
your house.
That's
Yeah.
what's up. Quan, what's your pet peeve?
Man, I got a million of them, but
Oh.
All right, don't go with the
if I
porn
just-
one. We done already had that porn discussion.
Just give me
we'll
one.
just focus on one of the biggest things, and I'll just go out and just say it. It's one of those people's like where you have a lot of people coming in, and they always saying that they like the idea, but my goal and the thing is, where is the supporters? You know what I mean?
I hear you.
You have a lot of people that says yes. You can have 1 million likes on your Facebooks, but where's the supporters?
It's
And
funny,
that's
Quan.
my pet
Yeah.
peeve.
Quan, that is probably the number one answer we get.
Yes,
Either
it is.
that,
It is.
support, and I think they say there is a crabs in the barrel type mentality
Oh,
here.
big
But
time.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. And as business owners and just hustlers in general, I'm gonna tell you how 2 Cent gonna do it. We gonna stay in your face. We gonna stay doing every goddamn thing. I used to say, I do pound the pavement. I used to tell people we out here even when you ain't. You know how they used to have
Exactly.
the ADT, we're home even when you're not.
Right.
We out here even when you ain't.
I
You know
like
what I'm
that.
saying? So we are going to continue to pound this pavement. We are going to continue to be in your face. We're going to continue to give you good media and just we gonna push. We just gonna push. I don't. But and I see the beauty of y'all relationship and y'all business. The beauty of what me and Clint do is we don't stop, man. We are every day with this shit.
I believe
Even when
that.
we are
Yeah,
at work,
yeah,
we are
yeah.
thinking about what we doing next. COVID ain't even over. Believe me, we already know what we got for y'all ass when y'all ass is out there.
All right, this has been
Love
2 Cent
it.
the podcast. We appreciate y'all coming in. DeVita, you want to take us home? What's your last final words for us?
Go for it.
Let's all get together, be together, and do well together.
Okay.
I hear you.
At the end of the day, that's all
Each
it
one
is.
teach.
Get
Quan,
one.
we ain't gonna let you say nothing. This
Don't
was
let
all
him say
about DeVita today.
Rah, rah, rah.
All right, you know,
Just
Quan
rah.
has been the biggest cheerleader. Any of you guys got some pom-poms or anything out there, please send them over to DeVita. What's your
Yes.
address again?
We are at 149 Southeast 3rd Avenue, Suite 300 in Hillsboro, Oregon. Right off the max. So if you don't have a car, don't act like you can't come out here because we right off the max.
We appreciate you guys for letting us into your business 2 weeks in a row, and we apologize for not getting this right the first time.
all good.
But thank you guys for inviting us back out to do this the right way. Now you guys have heard about DeVita and her company. It is called,
Richest Ornament Beauty Company.
and it's called,
Richest Ornament Beauty Company.
okay. Thank you guys. That's
Thank
my
you.
2 cent. Come out, support, not just one time,
Yes.
not just two
Keep
times.
coming.
But keep coming. Tell your friends about these women-owned businesses. This has been 2 Cent the podcast. Thank you. And that's my 2 cent.
Rebuild Wall Street.
This has been 2 Cents, the podcast, hosted by Clinton Washington, with co-host D'Angelo Gillespie, brought to you by Underway Entertainment and Pound the Pavement Productions. Thanks for listening.